Sam, Desiree. Hey, congratulations on your short film, The Blue Diamond.
Thank you so much for watching and for having us, Gig.
Hey, you know what? It's not a problem. So, Sam, I'll start with you first. How did this fi film came about?
Basically, it came about very fast. It started with Desiree and I nearing the end of our film festival, I think like 4 years straight in a row film festival circuit. And just being sad that we wouldn't have a project for 2024, 2025. Um, we I've always wanted to work with Desiree as an actress. I've produced for her. I executive produced the feature My Divorce Party, and then she's produced my last four shorts. And so it was just time for us to, we're also best friends. We travel the world together as filmmakers. It was just the right timing, and the story came about very quickly. We knew we had a location in Big Bear, so we kind of just thought there was an idea that I had before about wanting to do this kind of members only club that was sort of an alien cult. And when Desiree mentioned that she had a family cabin in Big Bear, it was like, okay, it's a ski cult. And at the same time, I was dealing with, and still am dealing with this, I don't even know, this war with myself of having a narcissist father who passed away, and the um what is it called? Imposter syndrome. As my career is getting better, the imposter syndrome is getting worse because having a narcissist father who always told me I wasn't good enough, I'm like, well, how can I be doing well as a director if I'm not good? So I really wanted to talk about that. I know a lot of artists who suffer from imposter syndrome. I really like to bring personal experience into my horror, as well as use my trauma for art and healing. And all of this came together at the same time, and alas, Blue Diamond was born.
Well, then it's over to you, Desiree. Tell us what initially drew you, and I mean, it seems like you also wore multiple hats. All these indie shorts.
Yes,
Oh, everyone wear multiple hats.
that's right. Indie filmmaking at its finest. But yes, as Sam was saying, we've worked together forever. And that's such a treat with a director actor relationship where you know how to communicate with each other and you know what each other's strengths are. So it was such a dream to have Sam be my director because she knows me as my best friend more than anyone else. So that, and also with Addison, who wrote the script, all of Allison's quirks and eccentricities. Like it was just awesome to have again this like very intense, vulnerable core of as an artist, you are always auditioning, you're always having to interview. It's the only job, you're always looking for another job. So I understand that. And as an artist, I face a lot of the same troubles that Sam does of it's like you have to get bigger and better and we're so hard on ourselves as creators and we want to change the world. So put that with the comedic and fun tendencies that I have as an actress that both Sam and Addison knew, and then magic was born. So I love projects where you get to dig into multiple layers, and I think at the surface when you first see the Blue Diamond, you're seeing this incredible heightened world, you're seeing colors, you're seeing wild characters, but underneath there's like this very intense emotional connection and obstacle that we all face as humans, which is relationships that make you who you are, even if you don't want them to.
So Desiree, how did you get into the mental state of Allison in a film like this?
Yeah, great question. I think being on location with our cast and crew and this team and this story, and that's also why I love producing projects creatively because you're with it from the beginning. So it was just working very hands-on with Sam, very hands-on with Barbara, just going through these different layers, and the beginning towards the end of like we start at the funeral, we're trying to have this really I can do this attitude. You're putting on that show. And I think a big thing we talked about, me and Sam, with the tone is like, I'm a pressure cooker, right? I'm just like trying to keep it together, as many of us do in life, until you explode. And Allison's not great with emotions or actually saying how she's feeling. So in that scene where the dance sequence occurs, it's finally like, there's no mask, there's no pretending, nothing is fine. So just playing with all that and drawing from our own lives, of course.
I got to give it to Desiree. I mean, fortunately, because we have been working together and traveling together and also just hanging out all the time. I mean, we worked on Allison for months
Yeah.
before shooting and talked about it. I think we came up with the concept in October, November, and shot end of February. And from day one, every day, just because also I get so obsessive and Desiree's the same, and we both just want to be the best and have all the little nuances and every little detail. I mean, every single day we talked about Allison. We were writing the scenes together, the dialogue, where there were moments where I'm like, does this feel like something your character would say? Is there something different? And Desiree would workshop that with me. So I just got so fortunate to have that in a lead actress and to have a lead actress who literally can remember every single, like in one take. If I give her 10 notes, she can not only remember each note but hit it. And wow. So kudos to you, my star, Desiree Staples.
Thank you very much. All the love right back at you, baby.
Yeah, we could tell there's a lot of thought and heart into this film because there I want to say there was so many twists and turns that came at us for such a short film, and that's quite surprising. So the dance sequence, it's if you're just working for a few weeks and months on the character alone, tell us about where this dance sequence, because that's definitely from right field.
Yeah, I like to put dance sequences in my films. This is, I think, the third film with a dance sequence. There's a musical feature that I've got coming up. So I guess, yeah, it's all
Right.
working out. Yeah, basically it's, in terms of story, it's kind of it's the turning point of where these characters, they before were just kind of irksome, but now they become a threat when they really show her, Allison's character, how left out she is, how alone she is. They're doing this synchronized bop. It couldn't just be that they're all dancing there to their own beat. This is a formed cult. It is they are replicas of their narcissistic cult leader. But again, the whole story idea is to make Allison feel like more of an outsider in
Mhm.
this family that her mother has indoctrinated. And I tried to take on the choreography. And about a week before, Meredith, who the stars aligned, and I met her literally 2 weeks before the shoot. She played one of the skiers in the ski cult, and she came on and acted and did BTS photography and also helped me choreograph this routine and helped with rehearsals of getting, I mean, the shot that's in there, like that was pretty much one take. And then we moved in for close-ups. So kudos to her, to our actors who rehearsed for free. And yeah, it's just the stars aligned on that one. And then with the ski costumes, and the lighting, it was great. It was so great. Everyone on set was just watching, and then we filmed that at like 4 in the morning on an
Great.
overnight. I think our second overnight, after loading in everything and then having to load out everything that day. Yeah, we were all in the zone.
All very delirious, all very proud, all very focused. Sometimes that's where the greatest moments are made, in that perfect storm.
Sometimes you just gotta dance when life gets hard.
That's right.
Desiree, I mean, I love your facial reactions. Put into that
Thank you.
sequence, and if I remember right, you said this is your family's property up in Big Bear. Is that?
This was a friend of my family's. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and they were okay with everyone doing the dance
Oh
inside.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That 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 is- that is truly indie filmmaking. But
Yeah.
but in the case, I mean, when it first started, I was getting all this 80s ski vibes quite easily because I grew up during that time. How in the world you got all those costumes together? What thrift shop you raided?
Oh my goodness. I mean, thank God for our costume designer, Penelope Strintz. She came into my life recently like an angel from above. She's a friend, and I knew that she did some costume design, but I didn't really know to the extent. And when she told me, she's like, I would love to work on a project with you. And me and Des were putting this together, and Penelope and I met through our gaffer Tom, who's worked on, I think, like the last 6 of our projects. She just said that she had a connect at Universal because she does a lot of commercials and TV and music videos. And she's like, I can pull from there. And we're like, we don't have that budget. Like, we don't, how are we going to do this? We've got like 12 people to dress in ski suits. And she's like, trust me, Sam, I know how to stretch a dollar. And I met her at Universal and I saw everything she pulled, and I'm like, we can't do this. And she did it for nothing. Bedazzling on set, the ski suits, like, up until action. And then Barbara's custom ski suit was made by Anna, who I met, Hoo Ha Ski Wear, who we met at
That's Sunday.
Sundance, like
Yeah.
literally just bumped into. We were wearing 80 ski suits on the streets of Park City, and we were walking into a ski shop just to check out if they had any like collabs that we could do. And we bumped into Anna, who does custom design ski wear, and she offered to make us a ski suit for Barbara, a blue diamond ski suit. So it's really just Indian filmmaking at its finest, finding passionate artists who all come together and want to help create a vision and do it for nothing but the love.
It really takes a village, and yeah, just testament to the whole costume and makeup team. Allison alone, you'll see, has 4 different looks throughout, from how I am at the beginning to how I am at the end. It was very important for us to have that whole transformation of true real Allison to Blue Diamond Allison, and that transformation in 16 minutes on the visual side was just another testament to Sam, to Penelope, to Kelby, and Tom, and the whole team.
I know that is a pretty awesome, and for a short time watching the film, I was going, gosh, what store coincidentally got Barbara a blue diamond ski outfit? I was like going, wow, they must have came across with pure luck to get that custom suit. That actually makes sense.
The whole project, literally from every single department, this film was built on love and passion, creativity and talent. This is not a big budget short film. Everyone in it was just so dedicated to the cause and also into the idea of doing something different. A lot of the people were working on commercials. It was just about as the strike was about to happen. So they wanted to do something where they could show their artistry, and boy, oh boy, was it magic.
Now one last thing, the dance sequence came out of right field, and then you have to come out of left field with the ending. I felt like it was. You know what? I don't even know how to describe it. People will have to watch it. But what nightmares did that came from?
Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about this being a short film and trying to fit a lot into a short film, and that's why we're in development on the feature. This is it's about aliens. It's basically the idea is how a narcissist, especially a narcissist parent, is like a monster who implants its, it's almost like you become a host to this monster. When you're impacted by a narcissist because of the I guess it would be almost psychological trauma and manipulation. And so I always like to in my horror and sci-fi brain put a lot of the real hurt and the trauma and real life stuff into the story. And so if I had another 5 minutes even, we could really go there with the tentacles and the alien and all that stuff. But we got enough to tease it. And then in the future, you get your full-on sci-fi horror, like crazy, Cronenberg-esque alien flick.
Was
Yeah.
that practical?
It was a practical tentacle. And then, of course, when you don't have a special effects supervisor and you get on set and it's the last shot of your day and and then the last shot of your film. And I mean, that scene, I was watching it happen and I said, why the hell did I put this in here? I was questioning everything as I was pulling one side of the tentacle. Desiree's choking herself with the other. Barbara's trying to like hide her hands because it's supposed to be coming out of her. And yeah, didn't
But it
realize
all
the
it all worked
last
out.
it worked out. Yeah, that the slime that I wanted to use, it would have ruined the costume. And we only have one of the costume. So amazingly, Willens, who did our VFX, added post slime because I'm like, it needs slime.
Gotta have the
And
post. Gotta have
yeah, so a mixture of the practical and the special and the VFX.
Well, I mean, I think it's amazing because I think indie filmmaking is a magical experience. And that is one of those moments where, yeah, we're like, I've never done that as an actress before, and let's go for it. It was just amazing. And Barbara has so much experience. So that was awesome that she just came in and was like, let's try this. And again, a testament to Sam and our production designers. Want to give them a huge shout out, who made the Blue Diamond Chalet with sweat and tears and no sleep. Keith and Taylor, just everyone coming together in the moment. And that's why I love making movies. It's everyone like, okay, what's the solution? And that was everyone hands on deck, literally inside tentacles, hands on deck to make it happen.
Every department was on there trying to figure out how to do this shot.
And
Uh,
don't forget to give credit to yourself, Desiree. Putting yourself in weird positions for a film like this.
That was a blast. It was a blast. That's what you dream of. You don't have to act when you're actually being strangled by a tentacle. You're like, does this look real? Yeah.
Well, let me wrap it up with one last question. So, of course, we should not forget to mention that Barbara is in this film, and Barbara is such a great actress, and she loves being in films like this. When someone makes the call, she picks up, and that's what's terrific about her. So, tell us about working with Barbara in a film like this.
Uh, it's just an honor. I really did not think that she would say yes. And the fact that not only did she say yes, but was open to meeting before and having lunch and talking about the role and getting nitty gritty with it and even talking on the side and doing the research. It's a short film and she's such a pro. And she came in and, the Barbara Crampton package is it's not only her professionalism, but her dedication and her willingness to, do things that she's not comfortable with, try new things, but also her positive attitude. She is the dream. And that's why you see her in everything because everyone wants to work with her. You literally get the full package and a joy to work with and so talented and beautiful inside and out. So that was my experience working with her as a director. Very nerve-wracking going into it. And I'm like I grew up watching her and her films inspired me to do what I do now. And then here I am on set, like working with her. It was a dream come true. So that was my personal experience working with her. But
Well, yeah, I think with all of us, what's awesome is what Barbara shows as a role model and as an inspiration is if she commits to something, she commits 150%. And I think that that's such an amazing way to lead a set and lead a team and lead a cast. And same, and that is similar. I think that's why when we all met, we were all drawn to each other. And it's just like, we're going in, we're going to take the risks. And that's why I love being in a Sam Fox film is you're not just going to sort of go there. you're gonna go there and you're gonna dive in fully. And I think that, and as an actor, and I think that's why me and Barbara, you know, are just so drawn to Sam's work, is you get to be a character you've never gotten to be before. And when this line is, you know, I thought you were so close to being perfect, but you can't ski, like what a treat of subtext and richness and humor. So yeah, I mean, I am in awe that I got to perform opposite her and that she gets to play my mother. And in that scene, the big confrontation, just a delight and honor as well to get to play off her and just dig in. And it felt like a play. It felt like we just got to do it live, and each time we tweak a little bit things here and there. And I'm a better actor from working with her, so I can't wait for the next.
I know it is so wonderful. And can you ski, Desiree?
I actually can. I can. I'm not great, so I don't have to pretend that I'm fantastic or pretend that I'm fantastic, because I'm not fantastic. But I can ski. I do have the skills. Pretty wild.
And in the future, I just want to tease out there that you will understand why the skiing is such an issue when we get to the feature. That'll be explained.
That is wonderful to hear that there is a feature, because I was watching and going, this can't just be it. There has to be more.
We
So
won't leave you hanging. All the questions will be answered, but there'll be new questions after the feature, and maybe you'll want a sequel.
well, there we go. Sam, Desiree, thank you very much for speaking to us about the Blue Diamond. And I can't wait to do this again for the feature.
Yes, thank you so much, Gil.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.